Well, hello there. It's been a while, but as you can tell by me carrying this big box around, it's time for something new and a new video. I know what you're thinking. He's going to make an unboxing video. No. Hey there, Stephan here. I hope you're doing well. In the past, I've shown what I use in my photo studio, from lights to modifiers and different techniques, and there's some new videos in the making as well. But my students have asked me so many times to show what I use in my editing suite when I'm not in the photo studio, but actually editing photos, videos, etc. So today, with some new additions or upgrades to my suite, I thought I'll let you in. But beforehand, as we fly down the hallway, the little gallery, past some Vogue covers, and of course we have to stop at my beautiful collection, my beloved collection of antique cameras. Upstairs, I use different monitors already, obviously for capturing so the Digitech sees what they're doing, but also that my subject always sees exactly what we're doing. And if we have clients in the studio, directors, there is a third screen there, and we have some more to set up if we then need to. In my editing suite, I have 3 screens, and I'll tell you why. When I do emails and taxes and all these sort of things, it doesn't really matter what the colors are or resolutions are, so just 2 monitors will do. When it comes to photos, however, it's a completely different story. I need high resolution, but I also need P3 display gamut or sRGB and Adobe RGB. To start with Capture One, I need to see what I am organizing. I need to see what I'm culling, so I want its overview. But at the same time, if I click on an image, I want to see it full screen. I want to see all the details, hence the second monitor. And because I want to be productive and quick, I need to see all my tools. One of the reasons why I use Capture One is because I can arrange my desktop however I like. So on my third screen, I then have all the tools, so they're easy accessible, and at any time if I click on an image, I see exactly what adjustments I made prior. In Photoshop, it's the opposite way around. I want to see my photo that I'm retouching in full glory, as big as possible in front of me. But I still want to be efficient. I don't want to open and close and put stuff in front of my images. No, that should stay as it is, always full glory in front of me. So I need a second monitor with all the tools so I can entirely focus on what I'm actually working on. And retouching can take a very long time. There's days and days and days and weeks and months where we just sit in front of the computer lonely by ourselves. So I like to entertain myself, either learn new languages or, like in this case, watch some YouTube, or at least listen to it most of the time. And then we come to music. I want to see all my tracks in front of me. And on the second screen, I have a mixer that adapts to what I am working on. So zooming in, zooming out, seeing what plugins I use, what sends, what inserts I have, and all these sort of things. But the further I go close up, the more difficult it is to keep the overview. And that's why I use screen number 3. Just like in the olden days when I learned to mix, and I was used to work on those big SSL consoles. Now I have this in my DAW. And then we come to editing video. It's a completely different kettle of fish. Here, I need to see the timeline in front of me, so I make all those minute adjustments, sync it to music and all that beautiful stuff. But at the same time, I have to make sure that I stay technically correct. So on my second screen, I have a preview, but also all my scopes. So I see that I stay within the broadcast standards. And I want to see the final result in all its glory and perfect resolution on screen number 3. Here's the crux though, these screens have to be a different color gamut and depending on the project I'm working on, also different resolutions. As you can tell, I need screens that can do a lot. As my main screen, I use an Apple Studio display, which is beautifully designed, but it comes at a very, very painful price. So to compare the Studio display with those BenQ screens, well, there's a huge amount of advantages, and even if money wouldn't be a concern, I would still go with those BenQs, and here is why. First of all, the stand is so much better. You can just simply put it together, you don't even need a screwdriver, which is awesome. You click it in, and now you can adjust the height, you can rotate it, you can turn it and twist it in all kinds of directions, which is perfect in my case. And then I also connect a variety of units to my screen. So not only do the screens allow me to daisy chain from my Mac Studio to the first screen to the second screen with just one cable, I also have to connect the out of an Atmos Ninja recorder straight to an HDMI port on one or two or both of the screens. Even further, as I mentioned, different color spaces and different resolutions. These screens do this just perfectly well. So I can switch either with this little puck that comes with it, which is quite awesome, or I can do it in software. So I can switch from Display P3 to RGB and also to Rec 709, which I need for my video editing. I have a solution here, which is as if I would have 6-7 different monitors, and for me this seems to be the perfect solution. And that's really it. The smart man once said, if I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. And that's what we've done in this video. Rather than just looking at specs, we actually looked what we really need. Office works? Easy. Photography? Well, we want Display P3 and we want 100% sRGB. That's how people see our images. Check. Music? 3 screens, high resolution, 4K, wonderful. Video? We need Rec 709 color space. Check. And wouldn't it be wonderful if it all syncs automatically? Screens and profiles? ICC sync? Check. And some use HDR. Why not? Wonderful. Check. That's really it for today. Now, you've seen a lot of music stuff around here as well. So if you would be interested in another video about this, let me know in the comments below. And as always, click that little subscribe button, the like button, the thumbs up, you know, all the beautiful jazz that we usually tend to do here on YouTube. Well, with that, I hope you have an amazing day. And as always, go out and create something awesome.